All right, so in this quick demo, we're going to take a quick look at the different SDKs available, or basically client libraries that are available for Google Cloud Storage. And we're going to refer to these more in later demos. When we created this course, we didn't have all of the code examples available yet. And then we're going to create a new overview of these libraries. So currently, I'm going to need to start off with this and then take a look at the different examples that are available now, but we're going to add more as we go. And basically, there's one page that you need to go to find the reference documentation. Just a couple of general notes that, of course, when you're using the client library, you need to have a way to authenticate your application with that, right? So if you haven't worked with Google Cloud services before, then the way to do this, or one of the ways to do this, the standard way, is to create a service account for your application and then give that service account whatever permissions it requires. And then do authentication as described in this document, basically, right? Then after that, you can just start using the library. How exactly depends on the language or the environment you're in. Also note that all of these libraries are separate implementations, so they will have different functionalities. But in general, it works quite, similarly with all of them. We create a client. So this is the C++ example. So we create a client object in here, and then we use that to access the different APIs in the service, like, for example, creating a bucket in here. In C#, looks somewhat similar, right? We're creating a client first, and then we're calling that client's method, in this case, with parameters to do something with it. In Go, it's a little bit longer, but it basically is the same thing, right? Again, we're creating a client over here, and then we're using that client to create a bucket. So this just defines the bucket, and then over here we have to create. In Java, this is quite simple, right? So we have we create an instance of the service object over here, and then we use that to create the bucket. Node.js is probably going to be our first language in which we have all of the examples ready. Here you can see that the way that we create the storage client. And then we create a bucket down here. PHP is probably going to be the last one that we have ready. Again, creating a storage client with a project ID as a parameter, and then using that to create a bucket. Python is very often the standard implementation. A lot of the internal tools have been written with Python. So again, creating a client and then using that to create a bucket. And here is a Ruby example as well. We're instantiating the storage client over here, and then we're calling create bucket on that instance. Yeah, so we're looking forward to adding more material regarding the usage of the SDKs. In the near future, hang on and let us know if there's anything that you need us to prioritize. Thanks a lot. See you in your next lesson.